Yes.
You mentioned Blue Man Group, and I've heard a lot from her about why she likes it.
Yes.
I don't need to know that. Why do you like Blue Man Group?
Good question. Let me have a sip of water while I think of it. Blue Man Group to me is very different, and my whole life I've been different as well. Like growing up, dancing and stuff. It's out of the norm, and so to see something that's like out of the norm on stage, that's not just like people just talking and having a real life conversation, but this like kind of this out of the world, surreal, like euphoric state through these just like three blue kind of like alien creatures, and they're just kind of anonymous, and it kind of almost makes them like a superhero even, and that's kind of why I want to be a blue man, is because they literally just put on their costume. Everyone instantly just is like really curious about like who they are and what they do, and then yet they can just take off their makeup and walk by the same people that they like were, surrounded by in their shows, and just seem like no one, And I just love the music that they make, like the sound of the pipes, and it just clicks with me. And I've never been really good with speaking. I've always had I had a speech problem when what's the word?
Impediment.
Not an impediment. It's
Language disorder.
language. No, it sounds stupid. It's language disorder.
Expressive language disorder.
Sure. So I mean, even like this, I'm stumbling on words, and I never can think of the right word to say. And so for them to just be non-vocal, not have lines and stuff, and just be very kind of choreographed, like dancing, and just make like the most awesome music and have the most visually experiencing thing, it just captivates me, and I just love it. I love it. Yeah.
I don't know if this question will come across as bad, I hope not, but has anyone from like Blue Man contacted you before?
Yes, actually. Several times. My first encounter was a stage manager in New York contacted me, like after I did my first Blue Man video on YouTube. It was like just my first talent show, and they thought I was great, and they're like, "Oh yeah, come audition for us in a few years because we would love to have you." I showed it to all the Blue Men, and I was like, "Oh," like all the Blue Men saw my video. And since then, like I've gotten I'm friends with a lot of the guys on Facebook now, so I've gotten really able to connect with them all, and I've also gotten a couple how I actually auditioned for Blue Man Group back in 2010, and the way I got that was because someone in the company contacted me saying that they suggested me to the founders to audition, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, come on over to Chicago and come audition." So right after I graduated, the next day almost, I flew out to Chicago and auditioned, and I mean I was too young then at that point, so I didn't make it, but I've gotten a lot of offers and a lot of just compliments from them and support, so it's been really fun. And every once in a while on their Blue Man Group Facebook page too, they'll post like a video of mine, or like I made like a Lego animation of Blue Man Group Lego animation back before I even built the instrument, and that actually was the first video that kind of got some attention around the fan community as well, and they just posted that a few months ago. So that's kind of fun to like have them post a video of mine. I'm like, "Yay, you're my heroes," and like, yet you're posting my stuff, and yeah, it's been fun.
So it's almost like a reality. It is pretty much reality that you could work there eventually.
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten the connection. So like realistically, even if I just like intern for them, I could probably grow into something within the company, and hopefully I do become a Blue Man. But even if I don't, like, just to know that they've been supportive of me is nice.
That's good.
So yeah, you had a question?
Yeah, I have two questions actually.
Yeah.
Besides the piano, did you have any did you play anything else?
No. Piano was my main thing, and that's like what I had lessons on when I was growing up. However, like in elementary school, we had opportunities to play other things, and whenever we had the marimba, that was so much fun. And that's actually kind of also what inspired me to build this, was because I thought marimbas were so cool, and I'm actually now just starting to get percussion lessons. Actually, after my video went viral, that's when I started my percussion lessons, and it's been fun playing on the drum kit and trying out real marimba stuff too. So, yeah. Any other question?
And then a second, you saying that you were an actor, right? You're an actor. Is it different? Because I'm an actor too, and it's different for me on stage.
Yeah.
What helps you like be comfortable up there, but less comfortable like public speaking?
I just don't like speaking in general. Whenever I can avoid speaking on stage, I love it. I died a lot on stage when I was young, like in high school, and that was like the best. Just because whenever I could do something physical, that was like a lot better. And whenever I have a more physical role, that's more my strength. And one role that I was proud of, I did Lumiere, and just to have something like, just kind of like characteristic and having not my own voice speak for me, but like someone else, like that really helps me. And when I've, gone blue a couple times, just for school events, blue being like Blue Maker, and that also just feels so comfortable for me. I always get nervous right before a performance. I was like nervous before this even, just because like, just the nerves of it. But once I get going, I get rather comfortable, and it's kind of just easing to be on stage sometimes. I'm sure you just kind of get in the zone after a while too. And once you've reached that zone, that's when you're in the sweet spot. So, yeah. Other questions?
Where have you performed before?
Good question. I've done a lot of school events, obviously, but I did a thing for America's Got Talent. That was also kind of fun because they contacted me through YouTube, some of the producers, and they were in Portland, Oregon, and I was like, all right, why not? It's like a 20-minute drive. I didn't have to go out of my way to, get to it. And that was fun because then I got to go to Vegas. They put me through to that next round before I got cut. So that was kind of a fun experience and fun performance because I got to be on TV. And then I just recently did a thing for Prinkles. It wasn't like that big of a thing, but like just a tournament on their Facebook page, and just an advertisement company asked me to do a little thing for them. So for like 12 hours and one Sunday, I brought in an instrument. They put Pringles cans over each of the pipes, and I pretend to play in the Hall of the Mountain King. And so that's on YouTube as well if you want to check it out. Otherwise, I haven't performed anywhere much more exciting. This is my this is my first time out of state doing a performance. I'm out of school now, so I figured why not, we get out of school pretty early. So I drove down here with the instrument with my parents and doing it here. So I'm glad to be here though. I'm glad I could, show up for you guys who showed up for me. So thanks. You have a question?
Do you play any of the other percussion-like instruments?
Yeah, I play, like this year I've been playing like marimba, drum kit, did a little timpani as well, and did a little bit of congas. I did a show this year. It was the Bacchae of Euripides. It was a Greek tragedy, but we did an African spin on it because our playwright was an African playwright, and we used like even just unconventional things we found around the theater, like paint buckets and some other kind of fun little instruments. So, it's fun. I like just having unconventional instruments and trying out different things and making sounds with them. So, yeah. What time is it? 2, 3, 4. Do you guys want to hear another song?
Yes.
Sure. Cool. I'll do PVC4 by Blue Man Group because that was the one I was gonna do for you guys. It's just a fun kind of demonstration song. Yeah.